November 20th, 2013 today. This is Drutter, and the question I asked myself today was, if the US Mint is going to end up, even with their accounting tricks of course, at 42 million ounces of silver eagles sold for the year, an all-time record, just how big is that number, and how does it compare to other known numbers? I thought of 3 different ways to answer that question. Some numbers were rounded off for the purpose of the video. Even with 12% of the year left to go, we are almost at 41,000 and will definitely end at least 42,000. We were previously estimating at least 45 to 47 for the year, but they've slowed down on reporting their data, probably going to put it all at the beginning of January 2014. We'll err on the side of being conservative for all the numbers in this video. At least 42 million 1-ounce silver eagles will be sold this year. But how much really is 42 million? Let's compare it to the total amount of silver mined in the country in an entire year. According to the Silver Institute, 32.6 million ounces of silver was mined in the USA last year. Of course, with the low spot price we've had this year, a lot of mines have had to close up shop and aren't producing silver anymore at all. The number for this year is going to be significantly less, possibly even as low as 20 million ounces. But to be ultra-conservative, let's keep that number at 32.6 million. That compares fairly well. You'll see on the left, 42 million eagles are produced per year in the US, and 32.6 million ounces on the right is mined per year in the US. A side note, for many years in the USA, there was a law stating all US silver eagles had to be produced using silver that was mined within the USA. As we can see by these 2 numbers in front of us, that's already impossible. Luckily, very quietly in 2011, Obama signed into law new legislation that allows the US to mint silver eagles from anywhere they want. So if all 32.6 million ounces of silver that are mined in the USA is put toward making silver eagles every year, it looks like about 10 million ounces of silver has to be imported into the country every year. The US is the 9th largest producer of silver in the world. Even so, it's nowhere near enough for the amount of silver they need, and they have to import huge amounts. But let's examine that further. 32.6 million ounces of silver is mined in the country, but not all silver that's mined can go towards silver eagles. The Silver Institute states that about 13% of silver goes toward investment purposes. That means that only 4 million ounces of silver that's mined in the US every year can go toward producing the eagle coins. But the USA's silver investing options don't end at the eagle. Other coins, rounds, and bars are minted too. Let's again be generous and estimate that at least half of all investment silver will end up in an eagle coin. That's at most 2 million ounces. If the US mined 20 times more silver than it does, it still wouldn't have enough to meet demand. As we know, with mines shutting down due to the low price of spot silver, supply is continually dropping. Mines that are able to produce the metal for less than the current $20 are bringing up less and less, as the cheap and easy silver becomes less abundant. But even ignoring all that, the 2 million ounces that is mined every year that can go toward silver eagle coins is very inadequate, especially considering the demand right now. A second way to put that 42 million into perspective, it adds an additional 1 silver eagle coin to every 3rd household in the country. And a third way to look at that 42 million, the US is minting 42 million silver eagle coins per year. The US is printing, via just one program QE3, $1 trillion per year. Thus, the USA is producing, just via one portion of its currency creation, $24,000 for every 1-ounce silver eagle coin. Math has a habit of being right. Keep stacking? Nah, I say stack harder.